I think that the definition of sacred has a lot of different meanings, but really it's like about being dedicated and worshiping the moment, like realizing that each moment is holy and each moment has its own magic to it. And sometimes that magic is meant to be shared, and sometimes that magic is just meant for your heart only. Welcome, Badass Manifester. I am so glad you are here. I'm your host and head coach, Ashley Gordon, master mindset and manifestation biz expert, founder of the quantum coaching certification, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur obsessed with empowering you to create quantum leaps in your energy, your life, and your business. This is the show to help you make magic your everyday normal, where the ripple effect is real and the guest experts are world class. My mission is to power your conscious and subconscious mind with manifestation teachings, business tools, and coaching techniques to put your potential into action. Consider this your weekly up level. Are you ready for quantum transformation? Let's do this. Hello, badass manifestors. Welcome back to a solo episode. This episode is going to be all about how to keep and make your life sacred and what it means to me, and this exploration of what sacred is and how to make your life more of a ceremony for yourself. And in this digital age when everything is shared, how to keep things to yourself and for yourself. So I'm really excited to dive into this. This was an inspirational download that I got on my bike ride this morning. I was like, okay, this is the podcast episode. So sometimes the podcasts are planned out and sometimes the inspiration strikes. And I feel like that's where I do my best work. And I'm really excited because you're listening to this. And this past weekend, I was speaking at the Summit of Slay in Louisville, Kentucky. It has been such an incredible journey to the stage and speaking in front of hundreds of badass entrepreneurs. It was an honor and a privilege. And I have so much to share about that too. And I will, but I just am soaking in all of those vibes and really keeping it sacred for myself right now. So that's kind of a perfect segue. But before I do segue, I'm so excited to announce we are launching something so freaking cool, so unique and different. And that is America's Next Top Coach. Okay, do you want to know what it really takes to become America's Next Top Coach? Now is your chance to get in a front row seat of the most transformational coaching competition around. I had this idea for so long. In my head, it was like a game show almost of like, so you think you can coach? And then it's kind of evolved into America's Next Top Coach. And basically, it's going to be a free event where you will see coaches that have graduated from the Quantum Coaching Academy, who are certified in the quantum coaching method, coach. And there will be 3 coaches, 1 client, and you will watch them create a shift and transformation for the client. And you will have a front row seat to see some of the techniques, to see some of the ways they go about it, to see how they do it. And it's going to be so incredible. I'm so freaking excited about it for so many reasons. One, for you to see, like really see front row seat what we teach in QCA. And then also for these coaches to be able to share their gifts and for you to see how amazing they are, because maybe you want to hire them. And it's really good exposure. It's good practice for them. And then the competition comes in where after the coaching session happens, there's 3 judges. So it's myself, Jenna, who is one of the lead coaches in QCA, and a celebrity guest judge who will be giving feedback to the coaches that are coaching. So you're going to learn from them coaching because you're going to hear their feedback, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for it. So you get to watch today's top coaches show off their coaching skills live with real clients to see who can create the deepest aha moments and the biggest transformations. So just being in the energy of these world-class coaches will up-level your skills as well. So it's also to up-level you, everyone involved. Our judges have over a decade of combined coaching experience, and we've certified hundreds of coaches in the quantum coaching method. So you get to sit courtside and just watch a really powerful coaching session unfold. So if you want to be part of that, it is completely free. It is something that you do have to register for. The link is in the show notes. The link is also in my Instagram bio at thequantum.coach. And you will find out where it's going down, when it's going down, all the things. And there will be some giveaways and some fun things happening. So make sure to get registered. It's going to be freaking amazing. Okay, transitioning into our episode. Wow. So how to keep your life sacred. This has been coming up a lot for me. Me personally, I share so much of myself, of my life, of my journey on the internet, on the podcast, in my Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, Big Coach Energy Facebook group, that's where it's going down. And I share so much of myself. And so the lines get real blurry for me at times where I'm, having an epic experience and I want to share it with you guys, or I'm having a breakthrough and I want to share it with you guys, or I'm having an amazing morning routine, having amazing rituals and amazing meditation or whatever it is, and I want to share it, or I'm working out and I want to share it. And the lines got real blurry for me. And so over the last 9 months, I've been on a journey of self-discovery, as always, right? That never ends. And one of the things that has come up over and over again along my journey is keeping things for myself. And I remember in my last combo experience, which I didn't share with you guys, and it's been long enough now, so I feel fine sharing it, but I did a combo ceremony, which is a frog medicine ceremony, which helps you purge and cleanse your lymphatic system. And it's just like a really powerful purge. I'm not going to I have a whole nother episode on that. So go check that out. I think it says combo in it, or you can Google it. But on my last combo ceremony, it was 3 days in a row. So the facilitator came to my house for 3 days in a row. And she said to me, there's a lot of static in your aura. There's a lot of static in your energy. It's like the snowy TV screen. And, it's a lot about detoxing from technology, like really leaving my phone on airplane mode at night, not having the Wi-Fi signals, not being on my computer or my phone as much as I was. And another thing she said to me was, you don't have to share everything. You have to keep some things to yourself and for yourself. And she's like, really practicing making your life sacred, but just for you. And it struck a chord in me big time because I struggle, because I want to share everything and I want you guys to be inspired and I want to inspire the world and all of that. And it made me check my intentions, right? Like, yes, I want the world to be inspired, but every single thing isn't always for that. There's different motives and different intentions sometimes behind what I share when I share it. And I'm sure you guys can relate to that. And it's not like I'm hyper aware of it every single time because I'm just so used to sharing, but there's certain things that feel like I really don't have to share this right now, but I'm going to share it anyway, right? And so, I mentioned it in one of my previous solos about, getting Todd the car, and he didn't want me to share it on social media, and I had to respect that. Like, he wanted me to keep it sacred for him and private for him. And of course, I shared it on the podcast, which is different. Like, I think it's different. It's a more of like behind the scenes of what happened and not just like, hey, this is the highlight reel. This is the highlight reel of him getting this car. And believe me, I have an amazing video already made. I want to share it so bad. That's just the way I am. But he wanted it kept for us. And so it's similar to that. So when my facilitator for combo was telling me, like, keeping things sacred, I didn't share anything about the combo when it happened. I didn't post it. Actually, that's not true. I did post a picture of my arm. I did. But there was so much more I could have shared in that moment. My mom was like, oh, I know you're going to do a podcast on this. And I'm like, actually, I'm not, because I'm going to keep it for myself. So, we all have like these things that we go through and experience. And, this past week, I actually had a really amazing psychic reading. And she said the same thing to me. And this is months after combo. She was like, listen, they're telling me that they want you to keep, the guides want you to keep something sacred just for yourself, not even telling your husband, but like just for you. So I want to pose the question to you. What do you want to keep sacred for yourself? Where are you maybe oversharing or overextending or giving away your energy that you can pull in closer to your heart? And, I was thinking about it on my bike ride today, how I wanted to share about this. And like the last couple days, my morning routine, I didn't bring a thing with me. I didn't bring my phone. I didn't bring money. I didn't bring water. I didn't bring anything. I just rode my bike all the way to the point, which is like, I don't know, maybe a couple miles, and grounded into the earth and walked along the shore, and the ocean was hitting my feet, my ankles, and I was grounding my feet into the earth, and I was breathing in, and I was doing affirmations, and it was just this expansive feeling. And it hit me like, oh my God, I want to share this. Usually I bring my phone down to the point where I was, and I take a little video or I take a little selfie, and I'm like, this is my morning routine. And here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with sharing or oversharing or whatever. I just want to preface that. There's nothing wrong at all. It's all right. It's all good. It's really about you, like what works for you. And so yesterday in that moment of like, oh, I just want to share this feeling, it hit me today where I was like, okay, that's the feeling, like, when you feel so amazing and you feel so freaking lit and so expanded and aligned and creative and all those good feelings, and you're like, I just want to share this with everybody. But guess what? You soaking in that energy for yourself, me soaking in that energy yesterday for myself, it felt so fucking sacred to just have it all to myself. And now that energy is within me. So I am going to be sharing it with people because I'm constantly sharing my energy. And that expansiveness that I experienced yesterday morning is now inside of me and in my vortex and in my aura and in my energy. And guess what? Now you're getting the transfer, you're getting the transmission by me sharing about it here. So the learning that I had was like, we don't always have to share in the moment, but we share just by being who we are. Right? So keeping those sacred moments for yourself actually amplifies who you are, which then gives more to the world. Because yesterday, what I was feeling and how I was feeling, it could never have been transmuted and translated into an Instagram story. It was too big for that. The bigness of the feelings and the emotions, they're bigger than the four corners of your phone can capture, And so honoring that, honoring yourself in those moments and trusting, it's in that moment, like, not everybody has to see this moment right now for it to be validated, right? And I think so often as humans, we just want to be witnessed. We have the desire to be witnessed. We want to be witnessed in our power. We want to be witnessed in our abundance. We want to be witnessed in our triumph. We want to be witnessed in our pain. We want to be witnessed in our, shitty circumstances. We want to be witnessed. And you know what? That is totally normal. That is totally understandable that you want to be seen and witnessed. And that's really what it comes down to, is that we just want to be seen and heard. Because if we're seen and heard, we can be understood. And if we could be understood, we can be loved or liked and accepted. And it just feeds into all of that. Or it can just feed into the ego, right? So it's like, are we posting for ego, or are we posting for, love, acceptance, being witnessed, being validated, being observed in our human experience? And it's just important to know, like, what are the intentions behind our intentions, and looking within ourselves like that. It's so powerful. So I hope that this brings inquiry to you. I hope this brings a curiosity into your heart, into your mind, into your soul, to kind of dive into this a little bit for yourself. So here's some quick tips just to how to keep things super sacred just for you. Number one, practice when you want to share something with someone, or post something, or story something, and ask yourself, is this benefiting the world, or is this benefiting my ego? And number two, ask yourself, how good would it feel to keep this sacred just for me, right? Having this just beautiful sacred experience that's just for you. It's like a gift just for you. It is so powerful. It's so powerful. And in that moment, realizing this is sacred, right? What is sacred? This moment is sacred. I think that the definition of sacred has a lot of different meanings, but really it's like about being dedicated and worshiping the moment, like realizing that each moment is holy and each moment has its own magic to it. And sometimes that magic is meant to be shared, and sometimes that magic is just meant for your heart only, for that moment that you're never going to get back again. So that is one, really getting into inquiry. Two, recognizing the moment sacred. How would it feel to keep it just for yourself? And three, really practicing life as a ceremony. Practicing life as very intentional, very ceremonial, very special, and being devoted to yourself, in your sovereignty, in your magnificence. Realizing that you are part of this amazing planet Earth, this mama, and it's so sacred. Every step you take on the ground is a ceremony. Every step you take is a sacred moment. So ground down into the moment. And so that's my last tip, is I'm really been into earthing and grounding. And I find that when I'm earthing and when I'm grounding and my feet are on the dirt or on the beach, I'm really intentional. I'm looking at my feet and I'm feeling into the earth. And I'm imagining the roots that are all underneath the earth. And I'm imagining my feet as roots. I'm going down, down, down into the core of the earth, pulling in that crystalline energy from the earth. It's sacred, every step you take. So I hope that this resonates. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be posting a amazing movie in the Big Coach Energy Facebook group. It's a YouTube link. And it's all about earthing and grounding, and it is so powerful. Everybody needs to know about it because our earth is so sacred and so healing. So look for that in the Facebook group. You have to join to get it. And I realized that we all have so many cool things that we can share with each other, right? Like, I have so many good movies and like spiritual things and playlists and all the things, and I want to start a thread of all these amazing things so we can connect each other to this epic, basically like these epic resources. So there's that. And then lastly, please sign up for America's Next Top Coach. It's going to be so amazing. It's going to be so incredible. And I can't wait for you guys to be part of it. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. You can always DM me. And I can't wait for you to practice this and really soak in the energy of today's episode. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of this community. Please join the Big Coach Energy Facebook group. And I will see you guys so soon. Much, much love. Woo! We did some work today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love my BAM fan. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who you know would love it too, because we live for the ripple effect over here. And how can you best support the show? Make sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review on iTunes, and let me know how the podcast has impacted you. I love being part of your real-time journey, so screenshot the episode and tag me and my guests on Instagram at Manifest with Ash. Now say it with me. I am my own power source. I am the master of my own energy, and I deserve everything that I desire. We don't just talk about it over here, we be about it. Now go get 'em.